So guys, now please confirm to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Now please confirm to me. Am I audible? Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Everybody please respond to me. All of you get my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Right. Right, sir. Right. Have you attended a DevOps class now? Right. Don't miss the DevOps classes. Okay. So definitely nowadays the DevOps is required for Java developers. So without failure, try to attend for the DevOps class. Because of you only, the total schedules are changed. So, but if you're not attending for that, then what is the meaning of it? Okay. So try to attend for it. Those who are already registered for this, those who are in full stack Java course there, you are by default allowed for it. You are by default eligible for it. And the remaining members also, those who are planning for this Java and its related content here. So DevOps is mandatory nowadays. Okay, that's going on. How much importance is available for Java? Same importance is available for DevOps also. Where some set of tools we have to understand. At the same time, cloud we are going to understand. AWS you are going to understand. So that AWS is very, very important. Cloud is very, very important. Along with the cloud technology, DevOps tools are available. So many tools are available, like Kubernetes maybe, Jenkins maybe. These two are very, very important. Kubernetes and Jenkins. Then nowadays, then how much important is going on for these two? No, definitely we are going to use them. Okay. Along with that, so many tools, almost 9 to 10 number of tools, roughly 10 tools. They are going to be available. If you know about all the 10 number of tools, no, then definitely you are going to get very good priority in our interface. No. Okay. See, one more point I am telling there. More technology, more opportunities. Less technology, less opportunities. Simple equation. In your resume, if you have more technologies, definitely more priority your resume we will get. If you have less number of technologies, your resume will get less priority. Understand it? No? On the basis of that only we have to decide. Okay, without failure, try to plan for it. Right, sir. It's okay. Now let's move on to the content here. So in our advanced Java, the last prerequisite part, the next one is directly we have to go for example. We have to understand the content there. Directly JDBC we are going to start. Now the last one is like what there collection. Advanced Java class only, right? Fine. Collection. Here we have to understand what is collection basically. Collection is an object. It's able to store a group of other objects. It's able to store a group of other objects. Now, yesterday I given some advantages of the collections over the arrays. Already, just little bit small points I have given there. Let me list out all the points. Now, what are the points we have seen already in collections? All right. Now in Java, what is the first point here I'm telling there? In Java, collections are more flexible than arrays. Collections are more flexible than arrays. Why? Because what are the reasons for it? No, reason number one. Now tell me, arrays are available in a fixed size of nature. Arrays are available in fixed size in nature. but collections are available in dynamically growable in nature. Collections are available in a dynamically growable in nature. So just only point I am telling there. For example, if the size of the array is 5, up to 5 elements only we are able to provide. More than 5 not possible. If we try to provide more than 5, we are able to get array index out of bounds exception. But in the case of collections, no. Even though if we specify the initial size is 5, add 6th element, 7th element, maybe any number of elements we are able to add. Dynamically its capacity or size is going to be increased. Understand it here. This is a point here we have to understand. Next point number 2. Arrays are able to allow only what? Homogeneous elements. Arrays are able to allow only what? Their homogeneous elements. But collections are able to allow heterogeneous elements. Heterogeneous elements. Alright, so then which one is suggestible for us in our application development now? Allowing all the types of elements is suggestible. Means that is a flexible. Okay, right, sir. This is one point. Point number 3, arrays do not have any predefined libraries to perform the operations like searching and sorting. Mr. Got my point or not? Arrays do not have any predefined libraries. Arrays do not have predefined libraries to perform the operations like searching and sorting, where the developers have to provide logics explicitly. Developers have to provide logics explicitly, but collections collections are having predefined libraries to perform the operations like searching and sorting and so on, where the point here I'm telling there, where the developers are not required to provide logics explicitly. Developers are not required to provide logics explicitly. That's it. Mainly these are the points here I'm telling there. Just only 3 points here. My concern is what there? What exactly the requirement to go for collections over the arrays? What is the requirement to go for collections over the arrays? Okay, all of you are getting clarity in this point now? Fine, sir. After understanding it, what is collection? What exactly the requirement to go for collections here? We understood. But what is collection framework? What is the meaning of this collection framework? I'm going to give some point here. Now understand it clearly. To represent all collection objects, Java has provided a set of predefined classes and interfaces in the form of a set of predefined classes and interfaces a predefined class and interfaces called collection framework. Now tell me, what is this collection framework? What we are understanding there? Collection framework in the sense it is a set of predefined classes and interfaces which are representing all collection objects. Set of predefined classes and interfaces representing what their collection objects. Understand it clearly now. So this is exactly the meaning of like what their collection framework. Yes, all of you are getting clarity on these points now. Tell me mainly 3 points here I concentrated here. First one is what there? What is a collection object? Tell me what is collection object now? What is collection object? I'm not talking about collection framework. I'm talking about collection object. It is an object. It is able to represent a group of other objects. Nice. How can we differentiate these collections from arrays now? Arrays are fixed size in nature, then collections are in dynamically growable in nature. Second point is what? Arrays are able to allow homogeneous elements, but collections are able to allow heterogeneous elements. Then what next one? Arrays do not have predefined libraries to perform the operations like searching and sorting. Not only the searching and sorting, in a data structure, so many operations are available. To perform all these operations, no predefined libraries with arrays. No. Max data structures we are going to prepare by using arrays concepts only. In general, if you want to write logic explicitly. Okay, but collections are having some predefined libraries to perform these operations like searching and sorting, where developers are not required. Developers are not required to provide logics explicitly. All right, then what is collection framework? To represent all collection objects, Java has provided a set of predefined classes and interfaces called what their collection framework. All right, now observe carefully. One more point. Java has provided Java has provided all the collection framework collection framework classes classes and interfaces in the form of a package. What is that package? Actually java.util package. Java.util package. Java has provided all the collection framework classes and interfaces in the form of a package like what there java.util package. In java.util package, we are able to have the predefined classes and interfaces. Now, what classes and interfaces are available inside the java.util package? Just we are going to understand a list. So, might be now. Java classes, I will show a very good diagram there. But no, just namesake, required information here I am going to provide. Try to understand it clearly. Majorly, in a collection, two interfaces are available, root interface or two interfaces. What are the two root interfaces for the collections inside the java.util? Now, the very first one is like what their collection, and the second one is what their map. Collection map. And there is a question, what is the difference between collection and map? Collection is able to represent all individual objects. 100 employee objects I want to maintain. Collection is okay. 100 student objects I want to maintain. Collection is okay. Maybe mix up of user objects, employees, maybe students, maybe customers, maybe mix up individual objects. Collection is okay. But my requirement is what there? I want to represent your registry, school attendance register, for example. I want to represent that where what is going on in our school attendance register. What is available? The roll number and student name. The data is available in the form of key value pair. The data is available in the form of like what their key value pair. When the data is available in the form of key value pair, that key value pairs must be represented now. For that purpose, we are going to use what their map. I want to represent the telephone directory, telephone dictionary, for example, where what is going to be happen? A phone number and a customer details. Phone number, customer key value pairs now. Where key is a phone number. Phone number must be unique. Am I right or not? The key must be unique and value may be variable, whatever it may be now. So because of that reason here, to represent this type of key value pairs, there we are going to use like what their maps. Maps in the sense what their key value pair. Collection in the sense what their individual objects. Clear? All of you are getting clarity on this point, no? Okay, sir, good. Now inside this collection, again three interfaces are available. What are the three interfaces? No, list is one of the interface, set is another interface, queue is another interface. Sir, got it or not? Inside the collection, three child interfaces are available. What are the three child interfaces? No, collection, list, set, queues. Again, under this list, so many implementation classes are available. Up to collection, list, set, queue, map are interfaces only. For these interfaces, we are able to have what their implementation classes. What implementation classes are available here for all of them? For list, here we are able to have like what their array list. For list, another implementation class is what their vector. For vector, stack is another child class. Then after this, linked list is available. These are mainly the list implementations here what we are having. Similarly, after this, set is available. For set, again some implementation classes are available. First one is what their has set. Has set is available. For this has set, a child is available, that is what their linked has set. After this, sorted set is available. For the sorted set, right, so now sorted set is available. For the sorted set, there is a child for it. No, that is like what their navigable set. For this navigable set, there is an implementation class. This is what the tree set. Okay, now these are about like what their set, what we are having there. Next one is what their queue. Queue is available. What is that queue actually? Now here we are able to get like what their implementation classes now. Priority queue is available. Next one is what their linked priority queue is available. Linked priority queue is available. After this DQ is available. For this DQ, array DQ is one of the implementation. Array DQ is available. Right, sir. Okay, like this, so many things, no? So up to these are like what their collection related thing. Now, first of all, tell me up to collections can I completed, no? Collection contains three child interfaces. What are the three child interfaces? No, list, set, queue. List, set, queue. List contains four implementation classes: array list, vector, stack, linked list. Set contains like what there. Here we can understand. Set contains a hash set, linked hash set, sorted set, navigable set, and tree set. No. After this, queue contains like what there priority queue, linked priority queue, DQs. Inside the DQs, then what we are able to have now array DQ. It is one of the implementation here now. Similarly, just for the sake of this maps now, what we are able to have there inside this maps here. First of all, hash map is existed. Hash map. Linked hash map is available. Linked hash map. After this, sorted map. Or before that, identity hash map. After this, weak hash map. After this, sorted map. After this sorted map, the next one is what there? Navigable map. After this navigable map, implementation is what there? Tree map. After this, hash table. For this hash table, there is a content like what there? Properties. That's it. This is a structure of like what there? Map. So not only these libraries, some other libraries are also existed, but frequently used, well-known libraries here we understood. Now this is exactly the structure for like what there, that collection framework and collection interface. Maybe in some situations interviewer may ask this question there. Tell me the important classes and interfaces which are existed in the collection framework. At that moment, if we use this kind of elaboration, no, then it's okay. That will be fine. Otherwise, in a collection framework, in Core Java separate, I'm going to talk about a collection framework. No, there I'm going to discuss more and more content. In the point of advanced Java, I need to discuss some content about like what are the collections. That's the reason why here we are understanding this collections content now. Right, clear? Right, so now this is totally completed here. What class and interface are available? The information here we understood now. Try to remember the pinpoints. No, collection is able to store all the elements as individual objects. Maps are able to store all the elements in the form of what their key value pairs. That's the point. Next, understand it. No, list is available. A list mainly. What is the purpose of this list? No, to list out all the elements in insertion order, not in sorting order. In only what their insertion order. Duplicates are allowed. Duplicates are allowed. Index basis. Every element is indexed. As per index only, we are going to perform the operations. So they are the basic points about the list. Duplicates are allowed. Insertion order is preserved. Okay, then at the same time, heterogeneous elements are allowed. Anyway, all collections are able to allow, but except tree set, navigable set, sorted set. They are not allowing like what their heterogeneous elements. Still, they are allowing what their homogeneous elements. That we are going to have. Understand it now. So these are the points about this list now. Where array list is having its own properties, vector is having its own properties, linked list is having its own properties now. Array list and vector both are almost all same. Both are mainly for the sake of like what they're like frequent retrieval operation. But linked list is mainly for the sake of insertions and deletions now. Insertions and deletions. Stack in the sense like what they're first in, first out. Understand my point, Ken? So these are the specific features that we have to understand. Array list and vector are almost all same. 99% is the same, but one small difference is what there. Vector is like what their legacy collection, outdated one. It was introduced in initial versions of the collection framework. Initial versions of the Java in 1.0 it was introduced there. So it has some impact up to 1.0 version. But in 1.2 version onwards, alternatives are provided for this vector. That alternative is what their array list. Array list behavior and vector behavior almost are same, but this is the difference. Vector was introduced in what there 1.0 version of the Java. Array list was introduced in what there 1.2 version of the Java. So other difference are like what there array list is not synchronized, but whereas vector is synchronized. So many problems are coming there like this. Okay, but the point is what there vector is legacy, array list is what there non-legacy. Vector is an outdated, array list is not outdated. Okay, understand it clearly. Next one is after completion of the set. Set is able to allow all the elements. Okay, but it is not index based. It does not preserve insertion order and sorting order. It allows all the elements as per their hash code values. Elements hash code values, that order is going to be provided. Not insertion, no insertion order, no sorting order. Remember this punch. Next one is after that. Some behaviors are available. Hash set, linked hash set. Hash set doesn't have an insertion order, but I want to have set with insertion order. So linked list, linked hash set we have to use. Sorted set, navigable set, and tree set are exclusively for the sake of sorting order. Hash set, no insertion, no sorting. Linked hash set, insertion order. Sorted set, navigable set, and tree sets are like what they're having only sorting order. Understand it clearly. No? Similarly, queue, already queue in the sense like what there. What's the algorithm we are going to follow inside the queue? No, first in, first out. First in, first out. In the stacks, what we are able to follow? No, first in, last out. Okay, last in, first in, last out, last in, first out. First in, last out, last in, first out. First in, last out. Nice. Last in, first out. I'm telling you. Both are same, sir. Depends on our terminology. Okay, no issues. Both are okay. The point is first in, last out, or last in, first out. Both are same, right? Nothing is different. No. But FIFO is different. LIFO is different. FIFO is what there first in, first out. That is a queue concept. Understand it now? So just simply, if you want to get confusion there, might be if you go to any temple, instead of temple, might be your nearest example is theaters, movie theaters, for example. I think you don't want to go to the temples. I think so, right? You're not having habituation, right? Actually, the last few days onward, that very good days are going on. Are you aware about it? Kartika Masam. Hmm? If those who are believing these kind of statements, no, excellent days. Excellent days. These days are very good days. Okay, it's okay. It's a different theory. Later we'll talk about it. No. So if you go to the temples, no, if you are getting any confusion, if you want to go to the temples, no, in the temples queues are available. Queue line is available. So what is going on then? Where what is going on there? First come, first serve. Basis is the first person will get the first as the first person will get darshan, right? Understand my point clearly? So that queue, first one, first out. Otherwise, then what I am telling there, for example, I have a carry bag, or maybe some books rack is available, or carry bag is available. In the carry bag, I am able to keep some books now. Which book I kept as the last one that I am able to get first? That is like what their stack of books. Only topmost element only we are able to access. That easily we can remember the content. Linked list is different. Linked list is what their links are going to be available between the nodes. Number of elements, nodes and elements, left child, right child, double linked list. So many things are available. Okay, right sir. That we are going to maintain some chain. If you understand some chain, understand it now. Maybe chains are going to be formed like what with the links only, right? So see, easily we can remember by comparing with outside now, right? Next one is like what they are the algorithms what I'm telling to you. But hash table and properties. Now here I require these properties mainly. This is our required point. Inside the collections, I need this topic mainly. Okay, I'm going to use this one in JDBC in one or two situations. If you want to prepare the programming JDBC applications in a standard way, then definitely what is required here, no, properties is required. That you are going to understand anyway. Okay, right, sir. Now observe carefully. After understanding this content, after understanding this basic classes and all the content, no, mainly remember it. Collections are able to store all the elements as individual elements, but maps are able to store all the elements in the form of what their key value pairs. That's the main point, you know. Okay. At least we are going to understand array list. I am going to take now. Just array list. Max I'm going to use array list. I'm not going to think about a hash set and all. Up to my JDBs, up to my web application development, array list will solve my purposes max. So because of that reason, I don't want to talk about all the remaining. No, I am going to talk about only what there list and array list. Okay, that we are going to understand. All right, sir. Now some of the points I'm going to provide you. Now observe carefully. All right, so now is map is a collection? No. See, that is the reason why. Please remember this point here. What I am telling to you in Java.util package, no two things are available. Here, if you are asking this question in the sense what you are listening my class, no, in the last 10 minutes of time, I am giving clearly the point. No, 3 to 4 times I specified now. Collection and map. These are the two root interfaces inside Java.util package. No, collection is able to store individual elements. Map is able to store the data in the form of key value pairs. No, once if I said no, collection is different and map is different, how can we say that map is a collection? No, is that map is a collection here? No, map is different and collection is different. Collection is able to store elements in the form of individual elements. Maps are able to store the data in the form of like what their key value pairs. No, understand it? No, that's it. That's both are not same. Moreover, in my representation also you can understand map I represented separately and collection I represented separately. Both are at the same level. Means that map is not the part of collection. Map is not the see now I think so. Then page is changed here. That's the reason why we are getting confusion. Map is different. Map is and collection. Map and collection both are at same level. Map is not the subtype of like what their collections. No, understand it? No, right, sir. Clear. Now anyway, now leave this one. Content is very clear. After completion of this particular content here, now what we are going to understand. Now I want to take like what their array list. Array list. I'm going to talk about this array list punch here. Now understand it. Now few points only. Again, I'm telling there. On this moment, I can sort directly collections and each and every element I'm able to discuss now. Understand my point? But our intention is not to discuss total collection framework. My intention is up to the required information. Now let me talk about it. Array list. What exactly the points about this array list now? A few points. It was introduced in Java 1.2 version. Okay. It is not a legacy collection. What is the meaning of this legacy collection? Remember this no. Some collections which were introduced in 1.0 version and which are having alternatives in the later versions of the Java. Blindly people are remembering just the collections which are provided in 1.0, they are legacy. No, not like that. They are declared, they are provided in 1.0. At the same time, they are having some alternatives in the next versions, in the later versions of the Java. Array list is an alternative for what there? Vector. Vector is initially 1.0 version, but array list is what there? 1.2. Almost all both are same, but except a few points. And moreover, the collections which are provided in 1.0 version, they are having some drawbacks. Performance point of view, or maybe in the point of execution time, or maybe in the point of time complexity, maybe in the point of space complexity, maybe some drawbacks are going to be available. To overcome the drawbacks, we are going to have like what there alternatives in the next version. So whatever the collections which are provided initially, which are having some alternatives in the later versions, that initial versions provided collections are called what their legacy collections. Now what I'm telling, the array list is not a legacy collection. In the future, I'm able to ask a question to you. What are the differences between vector and array list? The very first point here, what we are able to say, no, array list is not legacy collection, but whereas vector is legacy collection. Understand it now, right, sir? Then after this, after completion of it is not a legacy collection. Okay. After completion of this now, then another one is what there? It is index based. So all the elements are stored or represented as per indexing, where index values are started from 0 and up to size -1. Yes, sir. Indexes are going to be started with 0 or not? Sir, no need to think about these array list and all collections in a separate side. Just think of it. These are like what the extension of the arrays. Collection framework is not like any other new topic. It's an extension of what their arrays. With arrays, some drawbacks are available. To overcome that, we are having what their collections. Collections are giving more flexibility. In favor of arrays, if you want to talk one point now, already given that point here. Arrays are always providing what their better performance, good performance when compared with collections. Arrays are lightweight, but collections are heavyweight. Arrays are like less API dependent, but whereas collections are more API dependent. Answer my point here. So many points are available in favor of these arrays also. But here our concentration is on like what their collections, not on arrays. No. Okay, fine. Now it is index based. So all the elements are stored as per what they're indexing. It's okay. Then after that, it follows, or maybe before that, it allows duplicate elements. It allows what elements can no duplicate elements. How is it possible to allow duplicate elements? No, the duplicates are going to be differentiated on the basis of the indexes only. Say for example, so people are going to get some doubt now. For example, elements are available like what? AAA, BBB, CCC, DDD, again AAA. Remember, 2 times AAA is available or 5 times AAA is available element now. But when I perform search operation for AAA, which AAA will come? There's a confusion actually. But if it is index based, what is going to be happen there? Indexes are available for each and every. First AAA index value is 0. Second AAA index value is 3. Last AAA, third AAA index value is what there 5. Now if you perform the get method, search method, get of 0, first AAA will come. Get of 3, second AAA will come. Get of 5, third AAA will come. So by means of indexes, we are able to differentiate the duplicate elements or not. So that's the reason why we are not getting any confusion with what their duplicate elements. So clear? All of you are getting clarity in this point now. So that's why it allows duplicate elements. Next one is what there? It follows insertion order. In which order all the elements are going to be stored? In insertion order only. In which order we provide elements? In the same order they are available. In the same order we are able to retrieve them. AAA, FFF, BBB, EEE, CCC, DDD. This is order I inserted elements. When we are reading the data from this array list now, in the same order we are able to get AAA, FFF, BBB, EEE and CCC, DDD. In the same order here we are able to read. Sir, that's the meaning of like what their insertion order. It follows insertion order. It does not follow sorting order. Previously, in which order I added all the elements? No, AAA, FFF, BBB, EEE, CCC, DDD. If it follows sorting order, after adding all the elements, no, it has to sort out all the elements, and it has to provide the order of retrieval is like what there? AAA, BBB, CCC, DDD, EEE, FFF. But if it follows sorting order, but it does not follow sorting order, it follows only what there? Insertion order. Decide ourselves. Insertion order or sorting order. If it follows insertion order, no chances for following what their sorting order. If it follows sorting order, no chances of getting what their insertion order. Both are opposite, but one is going to be allowed. In some situations, some collections are not following both. No insertion order, no sorting order. Best example is a hash set. Hash set is having its own. The sets are almost all available like that only, except the sorted set, Nagoor set, and tree sets. No. Okay, sir. It's okay, fine. Next one is after completion of this, it allows more than one null element. It allows what there? More than one null element. Any number of null elements here we are able to provide. No problem. Again, I'm telling there. One null element is okay, single element. Two null elements, no duplicate element. Three null elements, no duplicate element. 10 null elements, no duplicate nulls, no. So, but duplicates are allowed inside the list or not? Array list or not? Duplicates are allowed. Any number of null elements here we are able to allow. Why I'm telling this point now? Some collections are available like sorted set, navigable set, and tree set. That does not allow even a single null value. Null elements are not allowed even a single. If you try to add that null element, no, there we are able to get class null pointer exception. Java.lang null pointer exception. There are some reasons for it, not required. No. But in the case of array list, we can allow any number of null elements, no problem here. Next one is, all of you observe carefully. For every collection, some initial capacity is available. I'm not talking about size. Capacity is different, size is different. Do you aware about it? No, capacity is different, size is different. Best example I'm telling there. One simple statement I'm telling you, understand it, no? 1 liter milk can has a half liter milk. 1 liter milk can has a half liter milk. Now, what is your capacity actually? 1 liter is a capacity. Milk can cap up capabilities what there? It can accommodate 1 liter. But what is the size? No, physically existed one. At present, how much is existed? In that can, milk can, 1 liter milk can, how much milk is available? Half liter. Half liter is what there? Is a size. Understand the difference now? So you are the full stack Java student. Your capabilities what they're handling the full stack Java, all subjects. But how many subjects you learn up to know? 4 subjects. So your capability, your size is what there 4. But our capacity is what there? Full stack Java. How much is available physically as of now? Size. How much you are able to accommodate even in the future also? Capacity. Understand it clearly now. Right, sir. Now the point is what there? Its initial capacity is I think so 10 elements. Initial capacity is what there? 10 elements. 10 or 11, a bit confusing, sir. Don't worry. Max, I will confirm it later on. Just if I take some programming here, then we are able to understand it. No, 10 elements. 10 is, I think so. Maybe I said 16 elements. No, 10 only max. 11 maybe for what there? Some other. Okay, I'll talk about it now. Its initial capacity is what there? 10 elements now. What is the meaning of initial capacity? When we create array list object, automatically with 10 elements of space, 10 elements of space object is going to be created, but really no element is available, but capability is what there? 10 elements initially. Of course, if you are trying to add 11th element now, automatically the size is the capacity is going to be incremented, automatically dynamically incremented here. It is not giving any exception for us now. Okay, right, sir. Then this is about like what their initial capacity is 10 elements. It's a internal data structure. Its internal data structure is a resizable array. Every collection is having internally some data structure, some pattern, some algorithm is going on in every collection now. So array list is a collection which has an internally resizable array. We have one question also. Actually arrays are in a fixed size, but now we are resizable array. What is the meaning of it now? But I don't like to discuss the total concept at present, no. But for the sake of your curiosity, I'm going to give some awareness for it, understand it clearly. No? Yes, sir. All of you okay, no? Just I want to provide like what is some awareness, no? Now try to understand it clearly. Simple example, now tell me. For example, I have milk dairy, for example. Milk dairy. Okay. Then I have so many cows, for example. Now I want to get milk from the cows. Initially, what I thought there, maybe that one cow is available. I can think of it. It can give only half liter milk for me. That's the reason why I have taken just a half liter milk can. I went there. I started taking that milk from the cow. Then what happened? Up to half liter it has given, but still I can identify that more milk I can get from the cow. But I have the can is what there? Half liter can. So what I have to do? Come on. What I have to do? Is it possible to keep more than half liter in my half liter can? Not possible. Then what I have to do? Immediately I have to go inside my farm. I need to get what there? 1 liter milk can. After getting that, what I am going to do? No? In general, process I am telling there. Whatever the milk which is already available in a half liter can, no, that I will pour to what? That I will give in like what there? 1 liter milk again. Then I will start taking milk again from the same cow in this 1 liter milk can. Already half liter I poured it. Then what this half liter milk can I will do? No, just I will throw away. I don't require now that half liter milk now. Going on good. But I don't know what is the reason why. My cow has given 1 liter milk completely as of now. But still there is a chance of getting more milk. That's my point now. Now cow is a like most respectable animal in India. Am I right? Definitely, everybody has to pray for it. Going on, of course, I'm not going to talk about religious and all these things. In general, in India, it's a respectable, right? Every animal is respectable. Every animal is like what they're prayable, right? So now, just I'm talking about cow now. It's giving some milk for us. Okay. Then what I have to do? Even 1 liter milk can is also be completed. More milk is available. I can get more milk. What I have to do? Then again, what I have to do? Now this time, I need to get like what there 2 liter milk can from my farm. What I will do? 1 liter milk I will pour onto like what there 2 liter milk can, and I will throw this 1 liter milk can away. Got my point or not? Now 2 liter milk can is available. Again, I am going to take it. Understand my point? Okay, it's okay. My requirement is satisfied that milk are completed totally. It's okay. Then up to 1.5 liter milk is available with me. It's okay, nice. Then 2 liter milk are available with me. 1.5 liter milk is available. It's okay, fine. But now understand it time to time what we have done. No, initial half-liter milk can I have done. When it is completed, then immediately what I have done there, I got the 1 liter milk and I poured all the existed milk to 1 liter milk and just I throw that half-liter milk can outside. Even when 1 liter milk can is full, again what I have taken there, I have taken 2 liter milk can and 1 liter milk I poured into the 2 liter milk can and I am getting extra milk also. Now this 1 liter milk can I thrown away. Same logic is going on inside the array list. Same logic is going on inside the array list. Now here milk can is nothing but what there an array internally. First of all, array list I created with 10 elements. No, array list I created with what there 10 elements. Initial capacity is 10 elements. Initially I've taken a half-liter milk can like this. 10 elements I kept it. 11th element is available for me. What I have to do? Can I say to that customer, don't send that 11th element, 12th element? No, already my capacity is 10. Can I say like that? No, nobody will say that. Even that more objects are coming, we have to accommodate. 11th element is coming. When 11th object is coming, 11th element is coming, then what we have to do? No, automatically internally, what is going to be happen? New array will be taken with more capacity. With what capacity? I will give that formula also. Don't worry for it. What is the incremental ratio for capacity? I'll give that one also. New array will be created with more capacity. Whatever the elements which are already existed in the old array, all these elements will be copied to the new array, and old array make eligible for what their garbage collection. Old array is eligible for garbage collection. We are going to terminate the reference also. New array will come. In that new array, we are going to keep that old elements as well as the extra elements also until it's a full capability, until it's a filling full. Answer my point, Keno. Okay, fine. For example, the new array capacity is what there. For example, if I take 17 or maybe 15, if I take no. Already 10 elements here are available. 11th element is waiting. No, 15 is the capacity we have taken. It's okay, nice. But when 15 elements are full, when all 15 elements are provided now, when 16th element is coming here, then what we have to do now? Again, new array will be taken. All elements are going to be copied to the new array and try to enter like what their extra elements until it's max capacity. So whenever the capacity is exceeded, when the elements are exceeding the max capacity of the component, no, internally new array will be taken, all the elements of the old array will be copied to the new array and taking extra elements of the respective content. So this concept is nothing but what? Resizable array. Yes, sir. All of you are following this point or not? At least remember that milk can example. Easily we can understand it now. Okay, right, this is exactly the meaning of like what there resizable array. This resizable array is an algorithm inside like what there array list. How array list is doing all these activities, no, because of resizable array. Now understand, array list is an array or not? Not only array list, vector is also an array. Vector internal data structure is also like what there resizable array there also be. Understand it clearly now? Okay, but what is the problem with vector? What is the advantage with array list? No, why array list is an alternative for vector? If you come for this point now, I'll give one example. Observe carefully. It's okay. First of all, let me talk about the next point. No, it's a incremental capacity, incremental ratio. It's a capacity incremental ratio. Capacity incremental ratio is, there is a small formula. Now understand it clearly. What is that formula here? Say for example, new capacity is equal to current capacity star 3/2 plus 1. New capacity, incremental ratio is what there, current capacity star 3 by 2 plus 1. Say for example, initial capacity is 10. When I try to add 11th element, with what ratio the capacity is going to be incremented now, tell me. RList has to be incremented now. Then what is the capacity? 3 by 2 plus 1. 10 star 3 is what is the value now? 30. 30 by 2, 15. 15 plus 1, what is the value? 16. But when I try to add 17th element, what will the capacity? 16 star 3 by 2 plus 1. 16 star 3, what is the value now? By 2, what is the value? Is it? 25 plus 1. With plus 1, 25. 24 plus 1, 25. Understand now? In that ratio, that capacity is going to be incremented here now. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay. In array list, every time how much is the value we are able to get now, depending on the current capacity. Yes, sir, got it or not? Max, initial it may be like what there, 5 elements are 6 elements are incremented. Next one is like what there, 7 or 8 elements are incremented. Next one is what there, 10 elements are incremented. Like this, the capacity is going to be incremented like this in this ratio. But if you go for vector, what is going to be happen there? Double the current capacity every time, not 3 by 2 plus 1. Double the current capacity. Initial capacity is 10 now. When we add 11th element, no 20. When I add 21st element, no 40. When I add 41st element, no 80. After completion of 10 attempts, no, what will the capacity, no? That's the problem with the vector. In one situation, with how much ratio that capacity is going to be incremented, no? In the form of like what there? In the form of like what there? Lakhs of elements capacity is going to be provided. After 10 attempts, after 10 steps, what will the capacity now? Think about it, no? Thousands, in the form of thousands, and like what there other. So unnecessarily it's like what there, then memory complex is going to be increased here. Understand my point? Internal array will be created. Array in the sense it has to grasp some space now. Yes, sir, got it or not? At one situation, 1000 size array is required, for example. 1000 bytes of memory has to be allocated for this or not. But how much data we are going to store, we don't know for it. So memory complex is a problem. Memory complexity, time complexity, both are problems here. Because of that reason, we have to go for what there? Some new work. What is that new work? You know, RLS. In RLS, what is going on there? Then blindly, without following blindly the double the current capacity formula, they are given some kind of formula. It is somewhat better when compared with what there? RLS. You know, that incremented value is somewhat better when compared with what there? Vector. You know. That is the reason why we are getting like what there? This new formula. Current capacity star 3 by 2 plus 1. This is a ratio, incremented ratio. All of you are following or not? But don't worry. Even if you're not understanding that, again I will talk in core Java classes now. But this is exclusively to move on to what there JDBs are required some collections. That is the reason why I'm discussing about it. Right, sir. Now it's okay. Then what next one here? Apart from this, another important point is what there. Okay. Then next one is what there. It is not a synchronized collection. Anyway, it is somewhat related with the multi-threading related points, no? But understand it, no? If the collection is synchronized, it allows only one thread at a time, but it is not synchronized. If it is not synchronized, it allows more than one thread at a time to access the data. If it is synchronized, only one thread. If it is non-synchronized, more than one thread is allowed. All right, sir. If it is only one thread, sequential execution is going on. If it is more than one thread at a time, no. If it is more than one thread at a time, no. It follows parallel execution. Follows parallel execution. When it is a parallel execution, when more than one thread is accessing our data. If only one thread is accessing our data, sequential execution is going on. Understand my point, no? All right, sir. Now tell me, in which case execution time will be increased and execution time will be reduced? In which case, no? Come on, now tell me here. All right, sir. Now, in the case of sequential execution, more execution time. In the case of parallel execution, less execution time. Right, sir. Now, so nothing is very simple. I'm telling you, Say, for example, this is a classroom. In our understanding, I'm telling that this is a classroom. Observe carefully. Classroom. Inside this classroom, how many chairs are available? Say, for example, 100 chairs are available. When this class is completed, immediately my classroom in charge has to come. He has to adjust all the chairs. No, all 100 chairs he has to adjust. The task is what there? Adjustment of all 100 chairs. That is a task actually. How many classroom in charges are available? One classroom in charge is available. To adjust one chair, it is taking 1 unit of time. Maybe second or minute, whatever it may be, 1 unit. To complete this total task is what there? What is the total task now? Adjusting all 100 chairs. To complete all 100 chairs now, how much time is required for my classroom in charge now? 100 into 1 unit, 100 units of time. Am I right or not? Okay, keep aside this point here. Second case I am telling you now. Same classroom, same 100 chairs now. But this time I have nearly 4 classroom in charges. How many? 4 classroom in charges. I get my point or not? How many classroom in charges? No, 4 classroom in charges. No, all 4 classroom in charges are entering inside the class. They start adjusting the chairs at 4 different corners. At one particular point of time, all 4 members are going to meet at a location. By that, they are going to finish their work. Now tell me here, how much time it will take to adjust all 100 chairs by 4 classroom in charges? No, 25 minutes, 25 units of time. Previously, one classroom in charge, 100 units of time. 4 classroom in charges, no, 25 units of time here. Now tell me where less time is available, where more time is available for work now. In the case of one classroom in charge, in the case of one thread, 100 units of time. In the case of 4 classroom in charges, in the case of 4 threads, 25 units of time here we have taken. That means first case is what there single threading, second case is what there multi-threading. Understand my point here now? In single threading, in the case of single threading, more execution time. That means in the case of sequential execution, chairs are adjusted in sequential. Am I right or not? But 4 classroom in charges are adjusting chairs in the sense parallelly they are adjusting what their chairs now. Am I right or not? Parallel execution. So in the case of sequential execution, more execution time. In the case of parallel execution, less execution time. Yes, sir. All I forget my point or not? Okay, fine. Now it follows parallel execution. It reduces the application execution time. When application execution time is reduced, automatically what is going to be happen there? Come on, this is a relation here. It improves applications performance. Execution time less, more performance. More execution time, less performance. So these are the basic points. Everybody has to get it. Not required to understand, not required to get more technical view to understand these points. Common sense is sufficient. If execution time is less, performance is more. Execution time is more, less performance. Point is very clear. Okay. Right, sir. Now tell me, array list is allowing more than one thread. So it follows parallel execution. It reduces application execution time. So it improves what their application performance. All right, sir. Now, no guarantee. It does not guaranteed for the data consistency. It doesn't give guarantee for data consistency. It does not guarantee the data consistency. What is the meaning of it? No, I'll give clarity. Don't worry for it now. Two cases I have taken previously. Chairs adjustment as an example. If we take no, two cases here I have taken. Case number one, only one thread. One classroom in charge means that one thread doing some work. Sequential manner, slowly, it's okay. But okay, that is one case now. 4 classroom in charges I have taken like what their responsibility of adjusting the chairs now. Execution time will be reduced. Within less time we are able to complete the work. But what is going on there? Now tell me, in which case work is going to be completed with a perfect manner? In which case there is a guarantee of keeping all the chairs in a clear cut line, in a clear lines? In which case we are able to get guarantee? Is that in the case of one person or 4 persons? No, one person. In the case of one person work only, that work efficiency is available. If 4 persons are working on it, no, there is a chance of getting inefficiency. Yes, sir, got my point now. For example, if I give some rows, if I have not given any rows now, one person in the sense, in his idea, he is able to adjust all the chairs properly, they are arranged. But 4 persons in the sense, that 4 persons, one person may adjust in one way, second person may adjust in another way, third person may adjust in another way, fourth person may adjust in another way. But how we are going to coordinate all of them? How they are going to be matched there at the end? Get my point or not? So work efficiency is going to be less in the case of 4 members. No, work efficiency is very good in the case of like what there one person. That work efficiency is nothing but data consistency. And technically in our programming point now, that is what their data consistency. Where data consistency we are able to achieve, where we are unable to achieve the data consistency. In the case of single threading, in the case of sequential execution, data consistency is available. In the case of parallel execution, in the case of multi-threading, data consistency is very less. That's the reason why I'm giving there. It does not guarantee the data consistency. It is not giving guarantee for what their data consistency. Why? Because it's a multi-threaded. It allows more than one thread. Parallel execution is allowed by this array list now. Right, sir. Now, once it is not giving any guarantee for data consistency, obviously it is not a thread safe resource. It is not thread safe resource. Of course, in multi-threading again, I will talk about this punch now. What is the meaning of thread safe resource? Why it is no? But only blindly here we have to remember, if it is not giving guarantee for data consistency, obviously that resource is not a thread safe resource. Even if you allow multiple threads no, then there is a chance of overlapping one thread by another. There is like what there affecting one thread execution to another thread execution. One thread may modify the data, that uncommitted data might be taken by some other thread, where inconsistency is going to be happen there. Understand my point, Kenu? So because of that reason, it's not a thread safe resource. Thread safe resource in the sense what? Allow multiple threads, provide data consistency, thread safe. Allow multiple threads, but no data consistency, thread unsafe. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? What is thread safe resource? No, allow multiple threads, but maintain the data consistency. Thread safe. But allow multiple threads, no data consistency, then it is like what there? Thread unsafe. Yes, sir. Got it or not? See, if you want to adjust the chairs, no, what we have to do properly, then keep some lines, no, and provide some cells. Cells in the sense like what is some grids inside the classroom. Then give instruction to all the four members. What instructions? No, keep the chair exactly in the middle of the grid only. If we provide the type of arrangement, then with four members we can arrange all the chairs effectively or not. With all four members we are able to arrange all the chairs effectively or not. Now that adjustment, that advantages here we are able to get directly. If we do that, if we provide the type of arrangements, no, their data consistency guarantee will come. But unfortunately, in array list we are not getting guarantee for what their data consistency. That's the reason why it is not a thread safe resource. Clear? So these are all properties of like what their array list, what we are having clearly. So if anybody else is asking to you, tell me what is array list. You have to say all these points. At least out of all these points, 10 points if you say. 10 points if you say, it's okay, well and good, you are at good side. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? But anyway, I'm discussing all the points now, try to remember it. But don't worry. Now, at present, remembering all these points is a bit difficult, no? But in the collection framework, right from starting, I'm going to tune all of you to remember all these points. At the end, easily we can remember. Easily we can remember. Okay, fine. Now, observe carefully. If you are getting any question like what are the differences between array list and vector now, at least we have to say the last that is almost a 10th point to like what there 17th point here we can specify. Initially 1 point, legacy, non-legacy. First 2 points, the remaining points are not mandatory. The next one is what there, incremental capacity ratio onwards we can talk about it. Vector is a synchronized, allows only one thread, follows sequential execution, more execution time, less performance, but there is a guarantee for data consistency. It's a thread safe. I said, are you forgetting it or not? So that is about like what their vector, but this is clearly like what their RLS. Got it? What I'm telling you, it's okay. Leave this content here. This is completed. After this, after completion of this total point here, how we are going to create array list now? To create array list, what I have to do? To create array list, what we record actually constructors. Sir, constructors are required or not? So number of constructors are available. What are the various constructors? No, the first one is what there. All right, so now public array list. It will create array list object without any element with initial capacity 10. Okay. Public array list of int capacity. It is able to create array list object without any element, but with the initial capacity is what there 10. Sorry, initial capacity is a specified capacity value. For example, array list AL is equal to new array list of 20 I provided. Array list object will be created with initial capacity 20. Particular capacity value, our specific capacity value, not exactly 10. I want to provide 15 initially. that we can specify now. After this, public array list of a collection. See, for example, I have a set of elements in the hash set, but I want to get them into the array list object. Initially, I have elements in a hash set, but I want to get all the elements as per the array list nature and to convert from hash set to array list. Or else I have some elements in the queue. I want to get them to the array list. I have some elements in a tree set, but I want to get them into like what their array list. I have some elements in linked list. I want to get them to like what their array list. Whatever it may be. I have some elements in a collection. That collection may be anything. It may be a list, it may be a set, it may be a queue, whatever it may be, that collection. But I want to copy them. I want to get them to like what their array list. We have to use this constructor. Is it? But max in my applications, I'm going to use what their array list. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use max. This constructor I'm going to use. I'm not going to think about capacity. Even if initial capacity is 10, even if I add 11th element, it is not restricting to us. It is not providing any limitations for us now. Still, it is asking that allow any number of elements. We can add any number of elements. Automatically, my capacity is going to be incremented. No problem for it. All right, so leave this point here. Then after this, now programming is not required for it. No. Then after this, some methods are available. Then basic methods one I'm going to talk with you. Actually, no method specifically is available in array list. No, all methods are coming from list interface and collection. Get my point or not? Methods are available from list and collection. That required methods one I'm going to perform. What methods we required in general? No, 4 operations with the collections. Insert the data, retrieve the data, delete the data. That means 3 operations. No. Yes, sir. Maybe of course update operation also. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? How many operations there? 4 operations. What are the 4 operations? No. First one is what there? Insert the data. Next one is what there? Retrieve the data. Next one is what there? Update the data. Next one is what there? Delete the data. That's it. Only these 4 operations here I'm going to use. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? Right. So now let us understand this content here. So now to perform operations with the array list. Again, I'm telling there in core Java collections, I will introduce separately collection interface. Collection interface methods are available. I'll talk about them. After that, list interface methods are available. I'll talk about them. After that, I'll come to the array list now. But this is basics for what their advanced Java. That's the reason why directly I've taken what their array list and its points here I'm discussing with them. But you can understand easily. But in collection framework in core Java, we are going to understand more content. Right. So then, to perform operations with array list, we have to use the following methods from like what their collection interface and the list interface. Some methods are available. That methods here we are going to understand. Right, sir. Now first I'm giving that method like what their public void or maybe boolean also, no problem here. No, I'm not going to think about it. Boolean add of object element. That means everything will be treated as an object only in the case of collections. That's the reason why we are representing that object. Understand my point now? So it allows element. This is from collection actually. One more method is available. Observe carefully. Public void add of into index comma object element. What is the difference between these two methods? No, both are add methods only. In a first case, without thinking about index value, we are going to add the element. Obviously, that element is going to be added as a last index. Zeroth index. Now, if I add BBB, no, it will be added as a first index value. If I add CCCC as a last element, DDD as a last element, always it add what that element as what their last element. But if we use this particular one add method, no, at the specified index directly we are going to keep it. That index value may be in the middle. So for example, already have some elements AAA, BBB, CCC, DDD. What index values are already available? 0, 1, 2, 3. But now I want to add some element at second index. But at second index already some element is available there, right? But there I want to insert some element. There we can use the second one again. As all of you get my point or not? Alright, so okay, fine. Next one is after that. Public object get of into index. Retrieval operation. On the base of index value, I want to get the value. What index value here I'm going to provide? Say for example, an array list already have some elements like what there AAA, BBB, CCC, DDD. 0, 1, 2, 3 index values known. Array list dot get of 3. Automatically DDD value I'm able to get. Get of 0. AAA value I'm able to get. Get of 3. Already said no. Get of 1. BBB value here we are able to get. Index values are started from 0 to size minus 1. Sir, got it? No, right? Like this here we are able to perform that get operation. It's okay, fine. Next one is after that public void then what next one here, say for example public object set of inter index comma object element. Do one thing now, this here I want to provide, okay, here I'm providing there. So these elements are what there to insert elements. Now this is like what there to get an element. This is what there to update or to replace an element. Update and replace both are same. For example, for second index or maybe for index 1, BB element is available. If you write array list dot set of 1 comma z. For one previously what is available? BBB is available. Now what I am providing 1 comma z through set method. BBB will be removed. In place of BBB, z will be stored. This is what replace operation, update operation. Yes, sir, all of you get my point or not? But previously what happened there? Add method is what there? Inserting an element. Set method is what there? Replace an element. Insert operation is different. Replace operation is different. Yes, sir, all of you get my point or not? Say for example, in a column wise 10 members are sitting. 11th member is available. 11th member wants to sit. But unfortunately, 5th member is a friend of this 11th member. Then what is coming there? What is asking there? If 5th member is a friend, no, then he come to like what there? He come to the 6th member. Yeah, that 5th member is my friend. No, just I want to sit back of him. Then can you please go back one step now? Now what is going on there? That 6th member is going to be adjusted. Not only 6th member, 7th member, 8th member, 9th member, 10th member are adjusted to one step back. Automatically that the 11th member coming back, coming to like what the 6th position. Now tell me, have you lose any element here? No, all elements are available. Now 11th element is inserted inside like what there in the middle. Am I right or not? That is insert operation. Understand my point here? That is like what there insert operation. So actually, I have my personal experience about this insert and replacement. Really, one simple example here. I felt a lot by the time. Small experience. I want to give that clarify. After completion of my BTech, just I went to some university where I worked there up to 6 months of time. Just only 6 months ago, I have worked there in that college. And now it is university. Actually, that was college previously. Of course, the name is also very good. At Vijayawada, that college name is what there? KLCE by the time. Now it is KLU. Are you aware about it? Yeah. Then there I was worked there actually. So I stayed at Vijayawada town, but college is somewhat distance from Vijayawada town. It's in some village name. It's okay, not mandatory. There we used to go to that location every day through bus. College buses are available. Then we have that facility. We are able to utilize that college buses facility. Okay, at Benji Circle, I used to take that bus. I used to get that bus there at Benji Circle. What happened? Initially, the bus is empty. Why? Because maybe at Patamada Center, it is starting now. Now, when it comes to, I think anybody else from Vijayawada? Nobody, no? Good. Myself is safe. The actual locations I'm telling there. Direct example, what I have there. Then what happened there? No. Then when the bus was started at Patamata NTR Center, when it comes to Bench Circle, the total bus is empty. One or two members. No. As a first person in the sense that is my first day of that college. Yes, I have an appointment and I want to join with that college. I want to go to that college. Bus is available. They said to me, they can utilize bus facility. No. When bus is available at Bench Circle, just I have taken that bus. I came inside the bus now. The very first seat, just like in our buses, conductor seat is there, right? In front of the door, in front of that door, no, just first seat. Then I went there, just I sat there directly. Okay, only driver is available. Okay. When it comes to some other distance there, maybe at what time almost all at the Varadi. When it reaches to Varadi, some other people are taking that bus. Maybe one of the professor is coming. I don't know who is that actually. Directly came to me, are stupid, why you are sitting in that place no? Are who's that? I asked him, who are you now? You'll understand who am I when you enter into the college no. Then immediately some other person came, Are yeah, just come here. No. Later on, I understood that he's the principal of that college. Unfortunate thing is what this still he's also using that same bus, college bus. That's the problem. How can we expect that principal is coming along with us in the bus? No? We thought of it, he may come to the college through car, at least. But it's a better experience for me. Really, I felt a lot. After that, one of my colleague, he said to me, "Arey yaar, he's a principal, is the person is like that only, but he's a good person actually." Really, then after joining with that college, but by that moment, I felt a lot. But once after attending that college there, after completion of 1 month of time, we have a meeting. We had a meeting with the principal actually. In that meeting, I understood that how much he is. Almost all four master degrees, not PhDs. Four PhDs he has done. The qualification is very good qualifications. After that, the way of speaking that language, no, is extraordinary. I felt a lot. His way of speaking, that English speaking is extraordinary. Almost all foreign accent he is using, but we can understand it clearly. I felt a lot by seeing his communication by the time. Then what happened there? Just I came out there, then he went there. Understand my point now? That's the situation. Later on, I understood that okay, that place is reserved for principal only. So we are not supposed to sit there. Then next day onwards, what I used to there, I used to come for like what there, then backside seats. No. When I sat in the backside seats, some other colleagues are coming there. Then regularly, what they're asking, are just go next seat, no, just want to sit like this in the same seat, no, two places are available. When I sit in that edge, then they are coming, they are asking to me, are go some next position, I want to sit here. That is what their adjustment. First one is replacement. Second one is what their insertion. First one is replacement. Replacement is a painful. Adjustment is adjustable. Example I'm telling there now. So every time I'm getting this kind of example here now. Whatever it may be, the point is what there. Add method is providing what there insertion. Add method in collections is providing what there insertion. Set method is providing what a replacement. Most of the people are not aware about this difference in outside in collections. No. Everybody they are thinking about it just insertion like this. No. Set method is not providing insertion, and some people are not aware about set method in outside. Set method is not providing insertion. Set method is providing replacement. Add method is providing what there insertion. Yes, sir. Got or not? In insertion, no data is going to be lost, but in replacement, no existing data will be removed. In place of that existing data, new data will come. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? So it's okay, fine. So to replace an element here, we have to use what there set method. Okay, of course, some exceptions are also be coming there. I will talk about it later on, not required immediately. Next one is what there to delete. To delete elements. To delete elements, then what we have to do there? A direct method is available. The public object, what elements we are going to remove? Remove of into index. Remove of into index. Index value, if you provide that a related element is going to be deleted. Next one is after that, one more method here, public void clear. If I come to the classroom, if I say to clear all of you from the classroom, what is going to happen? Everybody has to be deleted. Same point. In our list, we have 10 elements now. Just if I call clear method, what is going to happen? All 10 elements are going to be freed up. All 10 elements are going to be deleted now. So these methods are sufficient. Actually, so many methods are available. Not required to go for all the methods. These methods are sufficient. What operations can I concentrated here now? First one is what there? Insertion. For insertion, what methods are available? Two methods. Add method and second add method. First add method is what there? Always add the element at the end. Second add method is what there? Adding an element at a particular index now. Right, sir. Now to get an element, what method is available? Get method is available here. Am I right or not? Get method. Okay, fine. Now to replace an element, what is available? Set method. To update an element, what is available? Set method here now. To delete element, to delete elements from the array list, what methods are available? Remove, and what next one can know? Clear methods. So these are the predefined libraries what you are having to perform all these operations. All of you are getting it now? Right. So next one is I need to show the program for all these operations. After that, I will take one more example for user defined data types now. After that, I will go for properties. I think so one more class is required to complete all the points now. Maybe tomorrow I'll spend time for it, and day after tomorrow onwards we'll start what there JDBC directly. JDBC onwards, everybody's attendance is very important. Okay, right, sir. We'll plan for it, but I thought of it. I want to complete today, but not possible. If you want to understand clearly the content, I need to talk in this way only. Fine, sir. Anyway, tomorrow we'll finish it, and day after tomorrow onwards, I'll go for the remaining content here. Right, sir. Now take few minutes break and come back now. I'll go for core Java content. Thank you.